What up, all my fight fans? So, 2023 is about to be ending. 2024 is about to be beginning. So, we are here to talk about what fights we want to see in 2024 from Canelo Alvarez. Yes, by far one of the biggest stars in boxing today. And there's a few fights that I hope to see him do in 2024. So, the first fight, which probably be on everybody's top list, on everybody's number one list regarding Canelo Alvarez or regarding boxing in general, I'm talking about him versus David Benavidez. That is definitely a very much fight I want to see. A must-see TV fight. You know, probably the most exciting, most big blockbuster fight that you can make in 2024. You know, I definitely really hope that that fight definitely gets made. You know, it's a fight that's been, I guess you could say, building for quite some time. I know David Benavidez has been calling out Canelo Alvarez. I know David Benavidez has been the number one contender to, I believe, one of his belts. Not quite sure which one it is, but we do know Canelo Alvarez holds all the belts at super middleweight, and David Benavidez has been a number one contender for quite some time. And I understood to a certain degree where David was asking for that shot but wasn't getting it because quite possibly that star level wasn't right there as it is today. Today, David Benavidez is a big superstar for sure. That goes without saying. But prior to that, his star was growing. And I can see why Canelo Alvarez was not quite sure just yet to do that. You know, he wasn't quite sure to be, or not, he wasn't quite ready, or not even say quite ready, excuse me. He wasn't willing to give David Benavidez a shot because he saw it as a big risk, but not enough reward. You know, because at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez is the A side, and he's going to call the shots, and he sees it where, hey, if you're going to give me, if I'm going to give you a shot, I need some kind of big reward. And David Benavidez wasn't that superstar he is today, but now he is, and I really hope we do get this fight in 2024 for sure. That is definitely the number one. Number two, I would like to see him go back to light heavyweight and try to get that loss back against Dmitry Bivol. Now, I know he did lose to Dmitry, I believe, what was it, last year or the year before? And yes, it was a clear victory for Dmitry Bivol. Regardless of what anybody says, I understand a lot of people are saying, oh, they were trying to screw over Dmitry, whatever. At the end of the day, it did not happen. Dmitry Bivol clearly won, 100%. And Canelo Alvarez has actually been trying to get that one back. He actually originally wanted to fight Dmitry back in September, but Dmitry wanted it to fight at 168, where Canelo wants it at 175. Now, of course, you got to understand on both sides. Dmitry wants to try to be a two-time undisputed champion in a different division. And then, of course, Canelo Alvarez doesn't want no excuses and wants to be able to fight Dmitry at his own weight class. You know, so a lot of people were saying, like, oh, he was trying to pick an easy fight. Well, at the end of the day, guess what? It wasn't easy, but he's also still trying to get that back. Some people lose fights and they don't go for that rematch. It's like, hey, you know what? This guy's better than me. I'm not going to try to go for that. Well, Canelo Alvarez, on the other hand, he actually feels like he could beat Dmitry Bivol, regardless of what anybody thinks, regardless of what we saw in the first fight. And he's actually willing to risk that. And that's something you definitely got to respect from Canelo Alvarez for sure. So that's definitely an second one that I definitely would like to see in 2024 with Canelo Alvarez. Another one, you know, there really isn't too much big blockbustering fights for Canelo Alvarez. I guess one of them would be that ridiculous Terence Crawford fight, only because of the fact that how interesting it is to see someone jump up 3 weight divisions to fight Canelo Alvarez. You know, that's something that's very interesting in a sense for Terence Crawford's side, not so much Canelo Alvarez. Because if Canelo Alvarez beats him, which on paper he really should, it's a really no win for him. You know, he doesn't get no praise. He doesn't become this history in the making defeat. You know, it really isn't nothing for him. But it is a big name versus another big name. So there really isn't something there as far as Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez goes for Canelo Alvarez's side. But again, it's a name. It's a fun fight to talk about. It's a fun fight to think about. But I don't see it potentially happening in 2024, but you never know. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are my fights for Canelo Alvarez in 2024. Let me know which ones you think is going to be made. Let me know which ones you think we're going to see. Let me know, guys. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and Happy New Year to all of my fight fans out there. For 2024, let's have a great year, shall we? All right.